it is that time once again. It is a little past 8 and we are going to be doing some gaming. Right, there would be an intro, but I'm lazy and haven't bothered doing it. So at the moment, transition into just a random background at the moment. That little doodad should fade away, question mark. You were supposed to be fading away. Thank you, good. I wish it only came up when I asked it to come up, but that's something for another occasion to figure out. Theoretically, boot first, please, Mr. PlayStation 2, and you should overwrite all things unless something goes horribly wrong. No, nothing has gone horribly wrong. It is time for the midway. No, it's time for the beginning, actually. Hello, Oni, if you're still present. Good evening. Good evening to you. Happy penguins. Happy penguins all round. Everybody loves a happy penguin. It comes up at the most inconvenient times. What comes up at the most inconvenient times? I dread to think what comes up at the most inconvenient times. I'll tell you what's a terrible inconvenience. The fact that this stream doesn't look as solidly sort of decent as it should. There seems to be some strange artifacting all over it, which... Right, we want to continue Shadow Hearts. Hopefully. Yes, that is the correct file. Jolly good. It's all worked correctly. Who would have guessed? Who do you think you are kidding, Mr. Hitler? If you think old England's done. Right, I just need to adjust my own audio. A little bit further down, I think. Right. What were we doing? Now, hopefully, I'm just investigating what it looks like at the moment, because I don't know, I've got a nasty feeling. It's like, alright, it looks alright, Right, we were after a cure for cannibalism, which, I mean, mostly the cure for cannibalism is death. There we go, what we want is a metal vessel stained with blood. I wonder what it was used for. It's stained with blood. Somehow I suspect it's probably used for blood. Oh, I see, a normal ring we need to do. Normal ring, very easy. It's not even got the crit timers in there. I mean, I know I lauded the whole idea of the judgment ring, but I gotta admit that one felt a bit forced, didn't it? Just this idea. Okay, whoa, welcome. I can't tell you how much I was waiting and not to working my needles on you. Okay, I found out. For those of you unaware, I did look up what I don't know how to pronounce it. Moxibustion? Bustion. It's probably bustion, as in combustion. Moxibustion. I don't know if you'd pronounce the X quite so distinctly there, but moxibustion is sort of where they burn like weird bits on your back. I can't remember precisely what they specified, but they burn weird shit on your back, and that supposedly helps you. Is this going to be our torch in a pile of sticks? It seems like it can still be used. You've received the torch. See, like, why did they use the judgment ring for the metal vessel, but they didn't bother with the torch? That metal vessel judgment ring felt forced and peculiar and probably a little bit unnecessary, I think. As I say, I'm the first to laud the judgment ring up. Oh god, I'm going to have to get my eye in again. I'm the first to say the judgment ring is fantastic, and using it in all sorts of different places is a very good idea, but that one just felt a bit I am going to heal Yuri, because, I mean, he is at half health, and I suspect I'm going to have a boss in a moment or two, although I am going to get to save prior to said boss. One thing I never really got to mentioning last week was the music and how it's a bit... I mean, I don't dislike it, it's just a bit sort of like... But yeah, I quite like it, it's just a bit peculiar and weird. I don't know, you know, I don't necessarily think it's a bad thing that's peculiar and weird. It kind of sets the thing. It's maybe a bit loud too. Is that just general, or is that a request for me to turn it down a little bit further because it's drowning out the voice? Because I thought last time the balance seemed reasonable, but I can adjust it down a little bit more if that is a suggestion you have. Unfortunately, our friend is poisoned. I really need to get my eye in. And it will... Asshole! I will slam you with my stick and say, asshole! Oh, I can't believe I'd almost forgotten the fact that the guy just goes, asshole! Oh, double level hop. Beautiful. That's what we need. Almost, well, I say almost, still about 12 points away from the bloody thing. 12 points away from getting my wind upgrade, or just getting the wind fusion in general, technically speaking. Right, let us, if we can remember the button, there we go, yes, it doesn't quite... This is a slight problem with playing multiple different RPGs, is... Right, I will sort out a little bit more reduction on the audio. Right, theoretically that should have gone down a touch at least, but yeah, playing several different RPGs that have subtly different control schemes. So I'm sort of using Octopath Traveler's menu button for this one, and that don't work. It does not work. Did I need anything else? I'm fairly certain. No, I just needed to interact. That's fine. That's not a problem. Okay, I've gathered all the tools. And you, sir, are a fucking tool. Well, I guess I'll have to give it a go. Burn the incense and, you know, get rid of the arseholes and stuff. Let's see. Put the anti-cat powder into the metal vessel. And light it with the torch. And now we have anti-cat powder smoke. Nice. Just... tasty, tasty anti-cat powder smoke. Whoa, now this stinks. God damn. But it's far worse for the cat lady, who is now choking and coughing her guts up. Hack, what is this, Hack? I've got you now, old hag, you really big-skinned cat. How dare I show you all? I cannot remember what voices they had last week, so that's a thing you'll just have to live with. You're all in big trouble now. You're all in big trouble now. Big, giant, scary cat with a sort of balding hairstyle. I mean, why a cat has a hairstyle, I do not know. Okay, we've kind of seen the symbol of loathing, the Death Emperor. So technically we've seen the Raging Tiger, but you've not seen me actually use the Raging Tiger as a function for me. But you probably have seen all the manoeuvres it's got access to, because that's what you do in the graveyard. Okay, so we can Moon Howl to regen, bring a little bit of health up. We've got the Chi Shield, which raises my defense, and Flying Stones. Well, we might as well utilise the Flying Stones now. Don't fuck it up. It would be a terrible waste. How do you feel the audio balance is working out now? I've turned it down another 4 decibels, which might end up being too many decibels. Gonna play it safe. Again, right in the middle of the bloody thing. So I will play it absolutely safe, healing him early, whilst also making sure the heal goes through. We are now going to see the Ogre Flame Dance. So let us see what we can do. Oh, perfect. Yeah. Oh, chin. So he does a little dance by his staff and then summons fire. Hot fire. Wind Fang. Could be an issue, but I don't think so. Oh, it's a multi-target. Oh, how I loathe multi-targets. Okay, so I burnt through the entirety of Yuri's MP, but the benefit to fusion is I think your stats rise up. Your stats rise. She has no other white magic, so... I mean, ooh, how much white magic? So I've only got 2 heals left in me at the moment, so we'll twat her with the book for a little bit of damage. I mean, Alice really is not, she's not intended to be a damager. But my friend with the Ogre Flame Staff, yes. I'm fairly certain, I don't know, but I think if you fluff the Judgment Ring, it still costs you the MP. I might be mistaken there. We'd have to... I'm planning on avoiding fluffing the Judgment Ring, because that would be It's phenomenal. No, I didn't mean to defend. I tapped the button by mistake. Oh, I will have a perfect attack run. Oh, that was far easier than I thought. I may have burnt far too many resources on that fight since it seemed really fucking easy. And unfortunately, this is one of those ones where they do you a double no. A double no. No, you're not healing on a level up, and no, you don't heal at a save point either. So you do have to do full-on hardcore manual healing at all times, basically.
The cat lady has been defeated by a human. No. You'll never understand the pain of giving birth.
I mean, Alice might at some point, but you're quite right. Yuri and Shushan probably not going to find out. I say probably. We've just encountered demonic cannibals. Anything is fair game in this world.
Only to have them devoured. My vengeance was in vain.
I feel for you, but I suggest you let it go and give yourself some peace. I'll ask my employers to pray for the souls here.
I won't accept pity from you, Yamaraja. I leave everything in your hands.
See, that Yamaraja is kind of the big boss, so I feel like I might have shot my load a touch early on the cat lady, and I need that load back for... I need my load back for the big Yamaraja boss, but we'll see what happens. I can probably use one of my spare tents. I think I've got a tent available.
So, the monsters in this village actually came from the souls of domestic animals, huh? Now, Alice. We're not done yet. Next comes that so-called shrine over there.
Now for Yamaraja.
I'm gonna fuck up Yamaraja. I'm gonna fuck up his face.
I've got to say, I don't think I fully discussed it last week, but I absolutely love the design of Yuri. Because, I mean, I'm a sucker for a long coat, and he's got one of the best. And we did discuss the multi-belts, and I'm a sucker for the multi-belt. Admittedly, I think it's probably this game that caused me to be a sucker for the multi-belt. But fundamentally... Oh, you've moved again. Oh, thank goodness you two aren't monsters.
This strange fog came, and then suddenly the village looked like this. There were monsters too. I can't forget business. No, never forget your business.
So... Ah, right, yeah. Oh, no, that's interesting. Ah, I think quite some time ago, I was, in fact... Yes, I was supposed to equip Yuri with a bandana, so that he's got a bandana and a thing. Unfortunately, I forgot. So, been doing all those fights when I could have very much had improved stuff. Okay, so renders confusion ineffectual. That would have been fucking helpful, wouldn't it? Renders poison ineffectual. Again, fucking helpful. Unfortunately, I am useless and terrible. Okay, so I've got 3 tents, so I'm not going to buy any extra tents, but what we will do is I'm going to show off the whole tent idea. You just pop into your items, drop down to tent, full HP and MP recovery. We also want to do a little bit of a save, a little bit of saving in the game, a little bit of saving on Adlong. Hopefully, very much hoping not to encounter a battle between here and there. Difficult to say if they turn the battles off or not, but thankfully I didn't get one, which is useful.
Do you dare violate the shrine?
No, I came all this way and decided not to. Of course I'm going to violate the shrine. Do you dare violate the shrine? Of course. I'm a rude hero. It's what I do. It's in the job description. Or description. I mean, that would very much violate the shrine if I stripped off. Be careful, Yuri. Oh, I'll be careful. I will defecate on your shrine. I don't know why I went for the word defecate. It was the first one that sprang to mind. It wasn't meant to be defecate, it just sort of happened. It just sort of trickled out, which is not what you want when defecating.
Yamaraja is the lord of hell. He's quite different than those cat people from before. Beyond God.
Piece of cake. Now let's blow this joint. Fuck me, that's a good joint. Sweet ass. Okay, let's blow this joint. I suppose technically you have to suck a joint first, don't you? Oh! And here we have Twitchy McTwitcherson Yamaraja, our first boss encounter, like boss proper. Well, you are an incarnation of hell, so I'm going to Death Emperor your ass. I think technically speaking, as much as I like the Death Emperor, because, I mean, look at him. He's fucking awesome. The other one, probably better. Although, having said that, this one would allow me... I was going to say, that's called Drain Wave. You would assume that is draining. So, raises target's special attack for 5 turns. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do that to Zhuchen. Hopefully, anyway. Yes! If you get a perfect there, the improvement... Fat Necromorph. Yes, I suppose he is. The improvement is slightly better. So, if you noted... You might not have, and that's perfectly viable. But if you'd noted, I think it was supposed to be a 15% increase. I got an extra... Oh, my hit area has been halved. That's a little bit bad. Oh, it's only those two, though, which is actually lucky. I mean, Cure is reasonably indifferent in having your hit area halved. It's quite large in the first place. But, luckily, Zhuchen, I don't think, was affected, which means my decision to improve his special attack was even better. So, bam. Yeah, I chickened out. I couldn't risk missing the Ogre Flame Dance, especially since I powered it up. It's terrible. Oh, I mean, the numbers feel low, but I don't think they actually are. Okay, this one could be awkward because yeah, the little sort of pre-segment, because with special attacks, a vast majority of the time, every Judgment Ring is reasonably different, but most special attacks have a sort of pre sort of requirement. Some of them have a lot of pre-requirements, and you have to do all of. Oh, that's 1 HP for Alice. Let's deal with that situation. Now I've got a nasty feeling I'm going to have to deal with the sanity points in this battle, because Alice is not goodly sane. Not goodly sane. Even Yuri's going to struggle a little bit because I fused. As you can see, because fusion requires sanity points, my boy Yuri has a shit ton. Which means in prologue... that was a lot riskier than was entirely necessary after that. 64 damage. That was much better in fairness. So you should have... Yeah, I curse attacked Yuri. I fear there is no actual good way of showing that. I don't think they've really shown the fact that it's there. I just kind of have to remember. I mean, obviously they show the fact that I've got the status ailment. God, that's small! It's a tiny, tiny Judgment Ring there. A tiny, tiny Judgment Ring segment. Technically it's a segment. Okay. He's taken quite a substantial amount of damage and still kicking. Still kicking with his large whirlpools. Stop letting me sink it. Oh no, I don't think you can half a half, which is beneficial, but I am going to start struggling with the healing. I think we'll deal with his heal first. I'm just going to go good on the heals. It's rarely worth the risk trying for a perfect cure, because the cure is quite potent anyway, so it's kind of better to just go, yes, I'm guaranteeing myself the cure, instead of risking that idea of, oh, maybe I should just, you know, do more curing. It's a risky one. I tell you what I'll try and do. I'm going to try and Drain Wave the thing. Yeesh, that is so small. I don't like how small it is. Okay, so MP3, MP3. That's a file format, you fool. Oh, it is lucky it's Alice's turn, because she can cure him right back up after having taken quite a bit of a beating. La la la. Right, back in the game. Oh, it's not Zhuchen first. I thought it was going to be Zhuchen. Can we hit again? Oh shit, I've just spotted we are going to have an Alice problem in the not too distant future. In fact, by not too distant future, if I don't kill this thing in the next turn, Alice is going to go berserk. And that is going to be a problem. Now I am going to go for the kill instead of resolving the issue, but I might regret the decision. Can I get the kill? I got the kill! Oh. One more turn and Alice would have gone berserk. And you don't want that. You don't want your characters going berserk because you lose all control, I think. If memory serves, they will just start attacking anything. Oh, she learned the Holy Edge. That is nowhere near as good as it sounds. I say that, I mean, the edges are essentially you turn your basic attack into that that element. Now, if you know the element you're facing, I think you can find out there is a scan maneuver later on. Scan type maneuver, at least. But, you know, I suppose arguably I could have guessed that fire against water would have probably been good, and he was obviously water because of the drowning whirlpool stuff. But it's difficult to gauge precisely, so the edges, they're a bit meh. They're a bit meh.
Oh, that takes care of him. I'm impressed, kid. You've got good stuff for a youngster. Thanks to you too, girl. I guess my work is pretty much done now. But wait, something's been bothering me. Just who is this person that's supposed to be controlling Yamaraja? He probably thought if the Black Totos was here, it would stand in the way of his evil plans. So he used the cat people to steal the Black Totos seal. He's stealing the seal as opposed to sealing the steel. Or sealing the seal, the animal seal, inside of a Pokemon seal, whilst stealing all of it. Actually, just a small furtive picture. It's quite sad. He took advantage not only of the villagers, but of the local sleeping spirits. Is he a man named Roger Bacon? Roger Bacon? A Bacon Rogering? He's the warlock that tried to curry. I thought it said curry. He's the warlock that tried to carry me off on that train. You do know Roger Bacon. Roger Bacon. Is he that famous? If Roger Bacon has reappeared, then probably there can be no doubt. Oh my god, it's Roger Bacon. I was captured by the Japanese in the Changchun. I added my own "the" and made it a lot filthier sounding than I thought. I was captured by the Japanese in the Changchun. Dirty Japanese. And was being escorted to Fengtian. I'm gonna go Fengtian. Feel free to correct me. You are fortuitously a little bit of the Japanese expert, so you might be able to correct me on some of these names. But Fengtian? I feel like Fengtian rings a bell, but I might be wrong. On a special train. Bacon showed up on that train. just in the buffet car. Bacon showed up on that train. The Japanese were quite astonished. They're more into their sushi. They didn't know what to do with the bacon. Japanese in a Chinese named place. Well, I think at the moment... Are we in... That's interesting. Yeah, we might be in China, I suppose. But certainly they're Japanese soldiers. So they're wandering around a bit. Killed the Japanese soldiers and tried to abduct me. But of course, I came in gallantly and picked him off like a helpless rabbit. Rabbit Bacon! Picked who off? Roger Bacon. Oh, Roger Bacon, you actually think you killed him? Sorry, young man, but that's impossible. He's not likely to succumb to you, no matter how hard you may fight. Well, thanks a lot, Jushin. No, don't get all hot under the collar. I know you're strong, kid. Anyway, here's what I think. It wasn't Roger Bacon who used the local spirits, but I don't doubt that he's involved somehow. Someone else behind the scenes? Roger Bacon isn't enough for you? The bacon is not enough? You want something more than bacon? I wonder if this is to do with the army trying to take me to Japan. Oh, there you go. I suppose they're travelling through China to get to Japan. Does that sound viable? But the waves coming off this shrine seem to be a more deeply rooted, purer kind of malice. Malice with Alice. It's filled with hatred and lust and vengeance, but mostly the lust. You're really quite a girl, aren't you? In my profession, people with powers of perception like yours are called demon eyes. Okay, so Fentian is perhaps Japanese, is perhaps Chinese. It's possibly on the coast then, maybe, because Japan is an island, is it not? So I'm wondering if Fentian is on the coast, so they were taking her back to China, or they're taking her somewhere else. I can't remember. It doesn't make too much difference. Of course, in this country, anyone who has powers that others don't understand will be tagged a demon. But your powers seem to be special. You can see things others can't see, and hear what others can't hear. Best not to flaunt those powers. You'll soon be the target of those who would use you and then kill you. Oh, she don't like that idea. But who would, in fairness? Hey, old man, keep your ominous fortune-telling to yourself. Are you too, kid? The art of fusion is a forbidden art lost in ancient Japan. It's a double-edged sword. A forbidden art from the age of the gods. What are you talking about? I don't remember him saying anything about gods. The Fentian clique was one of the opposing military factions that constituted the early Republic of China during its warlord era. It was named after Fentian provinces and operated from a territorial base comprising the three northeastern provinces that made up Manchuria. Oh, fascinating. Where were we? If your heart becomes enclosed in darkness and your powers are unharmed, you'll be a danger to everyone. Give me a break, I can cover my own ass, thank you. I suppose that your father taught you how. Forget it. But I want you to know that the Führer... Yeah, I think that's Führer. Mein Führer. It's a different spelling. That the Führer... I feel like that's a word I should know, and butchering the pronunciation because I've possibly never seen it written down. You've just been through is most likely only the beginning. How then? Let's be going. I expect we can open the gate now. I also slightly expect the town to be reasonably back to normal. Ah, there is a secret item. You've received the shell bracelet. Super sweetly awesome. Who should get my shell bracelet? I don't know. Possibly Alice. It depends on what shell does. Ah, okay. Oh, star brooch. You can have a star brooch because you're the most likely to become berserk. And you know what? Because you have no equipment, fuck it, you can have that. Right, what do we want to do? So we've got green malice at the moment, which is not great news. So here we go, yes, the entire village is back to normal. I'm just going to do a little sweep for secret items. Think I've pretty much covered everything here, though. I don't think there's anything left. I'm a little bit quicker than the... Oh, a fetid stench fills the air. The bottom flickers faintly. And that's the same description. Right, since we've just faced a boss, I think it's an appropriate time to save the game. Save the cheerleader. And then you can, in fact, save the game. I'm going to take a bit of a chance that there might be an inn in the next town, although it depends on precisely how long it takes me to get to the next town. But I didn't use too many resources in that boss fight. I used quite a lot of MP, but we'll take a chance. The village is more peaceful now. What? You defeated the monsters and broke the seal. That's all. That's good to hear. Now it's possible to leave the village. Allow me to show you my gratitude. This might come in handy in the future. Awesome. A guild card. I can't remember what that does. It does something. It's to do with buying shit. But I can't remember what. Okay, fair enough. It's not in there. I don't think it's equipment either.
but you never know. No, it's not. So, valuables. Valuables is probably where it is. No, it's not. The guild card is probably the snake card. Card from the Wholesale Items Guild. The Wig. The Wiggy Wiggy Woo, Wiggy Woo. Gives various benefits, but if you lose on discount 5 times in a row with insufficient funds, it becomes inactive. So try and avoid that. But there you go. So I think you can get a discount on items if you use that card, but you do have to do, as is fairly obvious, a judgment ring. The metal bowl, measuring bowl used by a pathologist in Jiaoyang village. Bits of putrid, rotten flesh cling to the bottom. Can I get rid of that then, perhaps? Dried twigs that have been bundled together for easy use. Useful as an outdoor light source. Anti-cat powder. This incredibly foul-smelling medicine contains catnip. It smells foul, but is a sure cure for cat troubles. Once a part of a sluice gate, it is now completely rusted over. After the locals were killed in war, the gate was left untended for ages. This pendant was given by Father Elliot in the train. Sorry, that's a separate sentence. It wasn't given by Father Elliot in the train. In the train, it emits a powerful mystical light that rescues our hero. A glowing stone, a memento from Father. When Hero awakens. You'd have thought they might have been able to sort of have that as a variable in programming language, to put that as when Yuri, or whatever name you chose, but it doesn't matter too much. The light changes from blue to yellow to red and displays current malice level. And then we're back at the snake card. And currently we are in the green, so I might want to pop into the graveyard in the very near future. Otherwise I'll find myself struggling, I think. I can't remember what happens when you go full malice. I don't think anything too drastic. Although I think... do you know what? I think if you get to full malice, I think something does try and come and hunt you down. It sure is dead around here. This is terrible for business. Well, I'm off. Hope to see you again sometime. I bet you do. Wink, wink. Yeah, so long. Is it a Neotang that comes and hunts you down? It is definitely possible. There is, I can't deny it's a possibility. I can't remember. It seems doubtful, but it is a possibility. He does do great work, you know. But who'd want to be touched by him? Well, you're going to be touched by him a lot. Isn't he a nice man? Oh, he's real nice. I'm sure he's perfectly safe for you, missy, but he gets a little handsy around the gents. If you know what I mean. I think I made it abundantly clear what I meant. Well, so long, kid. So long, missy. I need to return to my employer, so we go our separate ways here. Well then, see you. We'll probably never meet again. Oh, I think you'll find we're either not separating or we will meet again, Yuri. He's a key character in the entire game. Well, I say key. I mean, he's a character in the entire game. But I hope your business doesn't fail, Pops. Oh, Root Hero. Thank you for all your help. Take care of yourself. And each other. Ooh, I just remembered. Oh, by the way, one last thing I should tell you. I really enjoy the work of Columbo. Oh, he's waiting. He's building tension. You two meeting up, then me, and then the events in this village. Somehow, I can't help but feeling like all of this is connected by a single thread that somebody has spun. Have you been spinning threads? They don't appreciate it. They get dizzy and vomit. And if it is, it means I will be meeting again somewhere. Well, until then, take care. I'm funny man. He not funny man. He weird man. Let's not beat that guy here. What a strange fellow he is. He seems to know so much about everything too. All of the things. Everything in the world. All of the things. Shoot. If only he were more generous about teaching me his secrets, the jerk. Well, if we're going to be seeing him again, we can ask him then. That's true.
A single thread spun by somebody, huh? Bullshit. There's no spinning here. That's a class next week at the gym. Now that's interesting. Let's pull that string for all it's worth. Yes, let's pull it off. You didn't need to. You didn't need to, but you chose to. Okay, so we are going to Fengtian. So yes, this is the Asia map. I don't know if that's meant to be an. I assume that's meant to be an I and H, a U and A, a B and E and I. So, Huabe? Huabe? Do you? I bet you do. Huabe. Right, so we are heading towards Fengtian. So we'll save it on the world map because, I mean, it's good to save. It is always good to look on the bright side of life. Go to Fengtian. Yes, please. Oh. I remember. I believe her. I might be mistaken that it's a her. I'm fairly certain it's a her, though. But I do vaguely remember her. Unfortunately, this is what I had feared when I started. We are running at half speed, so hopefully that will improve. But unfortunately, at the moment, we are running at half speed, which is inconvenient to say the least. Lieutenant Colonel Kawashima. And yes, I believe that is a female. Well, well, what a lovely sight this is. Apparently, likes a bit of blood. You there, what were they escorting anyway? A man-eating tiger? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. I was Elliot, Caucasian female, approximately 20 years old. Yes, that's how I recall her as well. However, I don't see a body here of that description. Am I to assume the girl killed all these men? It's struggling. I never imagined a human being could kill her like this. It's horrible. Major Suji, after your exploits in Changchun, did you ever suspect you'd captured a monster, son? If soldiers of the Imperial Army can't bring in one little girl, they don't deserve to live. I was so looking forward to bringing a worthy souvenir back to Tokyo for father. What a waste. Oh, he's having a go running, but he is struggling. He's struggling against the machine. Lieutenant Colonel, how racist can you get? Oh, very. Colonel Kawashima, we have a witness. Oh, witness. I think it would probably be easier to burn the train down, really, rather than clean it. But then again, there are crime scene cleaners out there who do that as a job. An elderly peddler says a suspicious walking man passed her in the hour. What kind of man? Someone from the anti-Japanese movement, perhaps? No, ma'am. It seems he was a Western gentleman. That would be Roger Bacon, I believe. And there was another man as well. Some poor guy has to cover it in liquid, yeah. Another one, you say? Ooh. Who be that? Who be that? Yes, ma'am. A wiry hoof. He seemed to be following the first man. Apparently, they both headed off in the direction of the Sawanga. Oh, I mean, it's adding a bit of drama to the turn, isn't it? She's got nothing to say there. Nothing to say at all. Does this mean he had help? A foreign gentleman and youth. A strange combination. What are your orders, ma'am? Take care of the bodies. I skipped it a little bit too quickly. I apologise. I recall the Major saying his 6-year-old granddaughter couldn't wait for Grandpa to come home. The girl will surely shed tears of joy when she finds out he's returning earlier than expected. Yes, man, you cold bitch. I think, anyway. I may have skipped a key piece of information. Place troops in Fengtian and surrounding cities. We must use this chance to crush all the vile little termites that have infested our utopia. Yes, ma'am. I really hope you get better, game, because if you are only able to play at 50% at this point, that's going to be problematic. This is getting interesting. Just as I suspected, it seems the girl possesses incredible powers. No, now I see why that wizened old demon in Shanghai was so hell-bent. Beware, old man. As the hawk in flight snatches its prey from the wolf on the ground, I mean to have that girl. She's a little bit crazy. Oh, okay. We seem to be back up at 100%. So, fingers crossed, it is only very limited scenes where we are going to struggle, and most, if not, 99%, I'm hoping, will be fine. So, Dewey? Dewey? It might be Dewey. How did you pronounce that sort of tech company, Huawei? Because I think that might be Dewey then. Can I show you Dewey? Yes, I am currently lost.
My. This is quite an anomaly. Perhaps I'm getting rusty. Have I somehow summoned you here by mistake? It's been 15 years. Roger Bacon.
It has been some time, hasn't it? I'm pleased to see you looking so well, oh great magician, Master Dewey. No, that's fair enough. You don't have to be good at Chinese tones. But I must admit, traditionally, I think I always just called him, like, I basically looked at it and read it how it looked. So back in my youth times, I would have just sort of seen that and gone, Dewey? Dewey. Or Dehai. I think I used to sort of just call him Dehai. So I kind of ignored most of the letters and just went with the simplest. But as I say, I think Huawei, so he might be like Dewey, Master Dewey, fallen ruler of the 9 heavens, Earth's head.
I see you are still wearing that pasted-on smile.
Ah, good evening, Mr. Phoenix. You have missed the resolution of the cat people cannibals. So that's a thing. I have beaten cannibals. I beat the cannibals and I exited the town. And now we are with Dewey, as I'm probably going to call him from now on. And
guess who's back? Back again? Roger Bacon. I see you are still wearing that pasted-on smile. You have too much time on your hands, you infectious plague. What brings you to Shanghai? Surely not simply to pay me a visit.
Show me the way to San Jose.
No, say nothing. I already know.
Indeed, I've found myself at a loss in this strange land, and I'm afraid I've made a slight blunder. An unforeseen meddler has entered the game, and my little bird is still outside her cage.
I'd like you to make excuses. You need not apologize for going behind my back and abducting the girl. Indeed, I suspected you would.
I like Mr. Bacon's hat. I don't know why I gave you that voice. I don't think that's how you speak. But I think I just got locked in the Dewey voice there, and it just sort of, came. I like Mr. Bacon's hat. I like the bacon hat. I like my hats made of bacon. Come now, there's no need to be so severe. I was merely indulging myself in a small divertisement. I'm assuming that's... I don't know what that means. Someone look that up to get the precise meaning of it. I'm assuming it's probably similar to diversion. It's, he was indulging in a secondary thing. But still. With your grand ceremony drawing near, you needn't deal with minor trifles. You must deal with the massive trifles. With all the cream and all the cherry. The cherries and the sherries. I thought I'd lend a hand. A minor entertainment or diversion.
Ha, you jest. Are you telling me you would have delivered me the girl upon her capture?
Why, of course. The progress of your secret ceremony, not very secret if he knows about it, is of great interest to me, Master Dewey.
This girl called Alice truly is the key to the ritual. I will do everything within my power to help.
A sly old fox you are. I talk like Yoda, do I? I am, do I? Why do I speak like a combination of Yoda and the Emperor?
The divine septagram. So, in fact, preparations for your Demon's Gate invocation are almost complete.
I have taken the liberty of sealing off the protector of the North, the black tortoise of Shaoyang village. It would have stood in the way of the rituals, but that no longer matters. The spirit machine of Kuhai.
Suikoden. So that's probably Kuihai? That's my guess.
Kuihai Tower is finally operational. I can now focus entirely on finding the girl. My death machine, my Death Star, is fully operational.
Well, I look forward to seeing the great sage himself in action. So then, have you discovered the girl's whereabouts?
Of course. I have eyes everywhere on the continent. Very well, I'll tell you. She's in Fengtian.
Fengtian. Hasn't the Japanese army set up operations there? I can't imagine how they caught wind of it, but it seems they lie in wait for the girl as well. Yes, everybody's after Alice. She's a popular lass. A popular lass.
We have nothing to fear from them. The Japanese army is in disarray and staffed with morons. Bloody morons.
Yes, apparently the closer I get to Palpatine, the more dialogue that crops up being he is clearly Palpatine.
They present little threat, save for a bothersome fly named Kawashima that's been snooping about. The girl is already mine.
Splendid. I'll be off to Fengtian then.
What's your game, Bacon? What's your game?
Please, don't concern yourself with me. I haven't any intention of getting in your way, good sage. I'd simply like to observe your technique from afar, for future reference, you see. Very well, then. Who's the more sinister? Vote now in the comments. Who's the more sinister? Dewey with his
do as you please,
or the dapper chapper that is Roger Bacon? I mean, I guess I know which name is certainly the more imposing.
I am Dewey.
Hello, I'm Roger Bacon.
Do as you please.
Ah, yes, I nearly forgot. There's a rather odd fellow accompanying the girl. Even stranger, he's a harmonixer, a master of fusion.
What? Fusion? Are you absolutely certain?
I'm afraid so. You yourself have substantial blood connection to the harmonixer line, do you not? I'd rather not see a repeat of the events of 15 years ago. Please be wary. You wouldn't want to lose the half of your body that remains. That was uncalled for. Forgive me. You feel like you could trust Dewey more. Yeah, I suppose, in fairness, he is definitely sinister, and he wears that sinister nature on his sleeve, whereas Roger Bacon is a little bit more sort of, you don't know what he's up to.
The tricky old bastard. Bastard. He spies on me with impunity. Impunity, I say. Listen well, minions in Fengtian. That fraud of a warlock is headed for your city. Do not be outwitted. I shall be most disappointed. Should you fail to capture a single heretic girl, I shan't allow anyone to stand in the way of the Demon's Gate invocation. Our success or failure depends entirely on that girl, Alice Elliot.
I believe we are in Fengtian. She's asleep on a bench. I get the feeling they'll be outwitted. Well, I suspect so. I don't think we're captured at this early stage. We might be. I think we're going to meet our fourth character soon, which will be nice because I like. Oh, spoilers! I almost gave away the gender of the new character. I might as well. It's a female character, the next one. And I like her. And Yuri likes her. Although Yuri likes Alice more. Oh, morning already. At least we got a little rest. Sleeping on the park bench. She's still snoozing on a park bench. Even after all that crap that went down, she walked all night. Pretty impressive. For a girl. Oh, okay. I think what I might do is make the chat window here a little bit closer, because you see, I read that message only as they're going to have a hard time tapping bacon though, and I immediately thought of tap that ass. So it was a little bit sort of like, you know, they're going to have a hard time tapping bacon. But yes, brown sauce would be is a very good combo with bacon. I mean, I am a little bit traditionalist. I do tend to go for the ketchup rather than the brown sauce. But if I'm going to have brown sauce on anything, it's going to be bacon. And I used to love, they may still do them, some variant of them. But there was like a breakfast slice type thing, which was sort of like a bit of boiled egg running through it, a bit of bacon running through it, and it was sort of a sausage roll type thing. And then running through that as well was a brown sauce type affair. And they are very nice. Very, very nice. But I haven't had one of those in years. I used to make my own as well. That's a fun fact. Even after all that crap. Oh yeah, pretty impressive. For a girl. That's not okay, Yuri. It's not okay. Not in the modern era. You take back that misogyny, you dirty little swine. I think I'll let her sleep a little longer. Oh, doggy. Sniff, sniff. You're pretty cute, I guess. You dumb, but even to a dog, he's rude. Will you stop chatting, love? Life deception. A small... How do you know it's small? You've never seen it. Oh, doggy don't like voice. Oh, what? Ketchup? Well, barbecue. Barbecues are good still. And there's a variety of different barbecues as well. I must admit, I wouldn't go much further. I know that, you know, like mayonnaise is one, but no, I'm not much of a mayo person. Not much of a mayo person myself. Ow! What is it, you mutt? And wait, why the voice? I mean, why the voice? She's trying to tell you something, you dozy tit. Oh, I can run around. Doggy! Sniff, sniff. Insult the dog. And now, our friend here, the silent peddler. Okay. You can't... Can we just discuss this, Mr. Peddler? You cannot introduce yourself by saying the words, I am the silent peddler. Do you see the problem with saying the words, I am the silent peddler? Perhaps because I seldom speak. Then in that case, you're the moderately quiet peddler who oft does not say things, not the silent peddler. I suppose in fairness, he perhaps scanned that option and thought, no, maybe not. I don't sell much, so I thought of a new service to draw customers. I call it pedometer service. First of all, let me give you this. I've received the pedometer. Or the pedometer, if you want to say it funkily and weirdly. Wear that when you walk through danger. It'll count your steps. Get enough and win a cool prize. No? I don't want it. No, I'll have it if I can. Are you selling it? I think he was just giving it to you, you fucking dozy git. I'm sorry, but I don't have any merchandise for sale at the moment. But theoretically, I do now have the thing, the pedometer, because I might as well. Yes. So I can't deny, I can't remember what you get for it, but it feels like the sort of thing where if you start as early as possible, it's going to do good things. A device that counts steps. True adventurers are very serious and responsible about each step they take. Can't do without one. So yes, I will equip the pedometer and go with having a pedometer track my steps. Let's talk to you, old woman. Worried pal. I'm worried about pal. No, don't hit me, sir, please. Oh, I guess you're not Japanese, are you? I've never seen eyes that colour before. What colour are your eyes, Yuri? I think they might be red. I might be wrong. Let's have a look in the status screen. Difficult to say. Equally difficult to say. I don't suppose it says it on their description scene, does it? No, I can get him to walk. I can rotate a little bit, but I would not say they're red. But equally, I don't necessarily see what they are. They're quite dark, certainly, but anyway, old man. Scared soon. The Japanese soldiers seem pretty tense this morning. I hear that some awful criminals have escaped and are hiding out in Fengtian. God have mercy. You've just encountered one of those dangerous criminals. Oh, secret shenanigans behind the bush. I got a talisman of luck. I can't remember what a talisman of luck does, although we have seen them previously, so... Oh, they're the ones that restore your health. Bring you back from unconsciousness. A cloth talisman embroidered in silk with pictures describing the laws of space. It can return the bearer from unconsciousness and restore a small amount of strength. I know how much you like reading item descriptions, Chest, so that one's for you, buddy. That one's for you. And all the other times. I must admit, I do like the item descriptions here as well, because they're all interesting items, I think. Did you see that hotel? It had 800 rooms, 20 dining rooms, and 1,500 bellboys. Just a day's stay there costs, goodness, a month's salary for me. You that? Did you just say, you that? Oh, the lottery! Hey, buddy, how about it? This is why you talk to pretty much everybody, because you never know when you might stumble across a lottery member. Want to stop in and play? Pick up a penguin? Play what? You don't know? It's your first time, eh? Then let me explain. That ticket you have there, it's a lottery ticket. When you have a lottery ticket, we members of the World Lottery Association let you play for lots of fabulous prizes. But we never tell anyone about the lottery unless they have a ticket. Basically, the lottery is secret. Don't worry, it's not shady. The chairman is just funny that way. And this is where we get the theme of this game. The chairman of the lottery is strange like that, and everybody else is strange like that. It all sounds pretty fishy. Don't ask me any more than I've already told you. If I tell you anything more about the chairman, it could mean my life. Just kidding, but seriously, it could strain our beautiful friendship. They say the proof is in the pudding. Try it once and you'll see what it's all about. What do you say? Want to play? Sure, I will give it a whirl, but I don't want to burn through too many tickets, because I think later ones... the Jade Lariat is probably pretty good. I think this one is, if you're... I suspect you're aware, you've played plenty of games yourselves, but this is one of those sort of ones where, rather than hitting the button and it's stopping, it spins, you hit the button, it slows to a crawl and then finally stops. It's slightly problematic and can be quite difficult. But tissues, I'm 99% certain at some point you do want tissues. Pure seeds, I can't remember what they do. Talisman of Mercy, I don't think I'm that fussed about. The Bee Tortoise Fang, I can't remember what that does. And the Jade Lariat I think is quite good. Which is probably obvious because it's the red prize, which is, you know, an issue because the red one I think is going to be the smallest. The indicator will go around as many times as you want, so take your time. Alright, here goes. Oh, there we go. Yes! Nice easy one. They take it easy on you the first time, of course they do. But I have received the Jade Lariat. Just one word of caution, all have different prizes, and there aren't all that many lottery tickets out there either. I urge you to choose carefully whose lottery you'll play. Well then, good luck. How many lottery tickets do we actually have? Are my lottery tickets counted here? Or did I literally only have the one lottery ticket? If I literally only have the one lottery ticket, that could be a problem. No, it does look a little bit potentially like I only had the one. Oh well. Hopefully the Jade Lariat, though, will prove to be something awesome. The width of the hit area increases 20%. Okay, so I don't necessarily want to sacrifice anything from you, and I don't really want to sacrifice anything from you. So whoever turns up next may very well get their hands on a Jade Lariat. But I won't bother doing anything else, because I think there's plenty of opportunity to get those tissues. So, dissatisfied Fumi. She's dissatisfied. And I don't know what sort of pudding we're talking about. If it is proof... Was it the phrase proof is in the pudding? I kind of zoned out while I was trying to focus on the lottery. But it could be any kind of pudding. I think... I can't remember. This might be something for someone to look up, but I think proof is a thing. So the proof is in the pudding is a phrase based on cooking. Obviously it's expanded, but I think the original phrase comes from cookery. So I think it is actually a pudding. And yes, rice pudding would make sense. Quite a lot of sense. Hope it's Angel Delight. There are lots of Japanese... I haven't had Angel Delight in fucking ages. I might have to look into getting some Angel Delight. Snap! I have not had Angel Delight for years either. It's weird. It's one of those ones where you kind of have it as a child and then you don't really have it again, despite it being moderately tasty. I might have to have a look and try and get some Angel Delight now. Now we've brought up Angel Delight, I really, really want some Angel Delight. There are lots of Japanese folk in town now, ever since they beat the Russians. The soldiers are scary, though. Who do they think they are kidding, Mr. Hitler? I think do you know what? I can't remember what year. Do we have... No, I don't need any of those. Frequently asked questions. What is a FAQ? FAQ is an abbreviation for frequently asked questions. This section provides many answers. I'm so glad. But I can't, unfortunately... the library. No, monsters and NPCs, not so much. A British warlock who uses powerful magic. He is calm and collected and calls himself Roger Bacon. If that is true, he is the legendary alchemist. But... Foxface. He wears the coat of a Japanese army man. Wanderer Mai Huan. He likes good-looking men. Called the Star and the hero of the continent, she will do anything to achieve her goal. An expert marksman. I fear running into her. You can... that's quite nice. You can see him a bit more sort of direct there. You can see a bit more that he is very much half a man. He's got sort of peg leg and a kind of gauntlet. A puppy. It's weird that they've highlighted the puppy. I don't think the puppy is just a puppy. Oh, look at the puppy. So he follows the main characters around, which is cute but somehow peculiar. Yeah, I don't think that's a puppy. I am entirely convinced that he's not a puppy. And no, unfortunately I can't get the exact date this game is set, but I think it... I'm going to say early 1900s? I'm so shit at history. I barely know what day of the week it is nowadays, let alone when history took place. When did history take place? I think it was in the past, but I can't be certain. Unemployed Long. Haven't seen you around here before. Did you come to Faintium looking for work? Me too. This has become an amazing city. Architects and engineers from the world are over building sprees. Yes. Right, so I think we've pretty much dealt with most of these things. I'm just going to... The problem with this game is they have an annoying tendency, as you saw from behind the bushes, they do have an annoying tendency to put secret items everywhere. So you kind of just end up having to run around and into all the nooks and crannies and edges and hope that you catch a glimpse of that little sort of question mark icon. The weird thing there, I moved my hand and I put my sort of wrist against my forehead and made a little sort of wiggly thing with my hand. Obviously nobody could see that. Wiggly hand. I just did it again. No reason whatsoever. Uh-oh, I can't just go off by myself. I mean you could. You are, after all, the rude hero. So no, I think at this point we have been running around enough to wake Alice Come on, Alice, we've got to move.
But where am I?
Oh, you're up. You okay? You were sweating like crazy. Have a nightmare or something?
It was terrible. I was in a dark room.
You awake to find yourself in a dark room. Well done, anybody who gets that reference. And well done if anybody caught that. He did a charity stream beginning of the week where he actually stayed up 48 hours playing his RPG. You awake to find yourself in a dark room. You proceed in the direction you think to be north. How can you tell? You're in a dark room. That is another Twitch streamer if you're interested, who is actually streaming right now. But, you know, don't go there now. Just stay here. I think it's Robo... Oh, I'm going to have a look now. What's the fella's name? Robotron is his Twitch username. ROBBOTRON. See how nice I am advertising everybody else and not myself. But no, it was very entertaining, and it was just, you know, you awake to find yourself in the dark room. And there was a woman all alone crying. She was staring at me, and then that man, the one from the train,
Bacon appeared.
I want that to be a completely separate thing. So the man from the train appeared, and then Bacon suddenly sprang up out of nowhere. Fuck me, where did the bacon come from? It was just one of those crazy dreams about bacon. What happened to the woman?
I don't know, it got dark all of a sudden. I couldn't see.
Oh, very nice. Oh, I almost felt emotion at that statement. Almost. But not quite. Don't let it get to you. It's just a dream, right? And the old guy, what's his name? Bacon. Bacon, right? Let's go get some bacon sandwiches. If he shows up again, well, I'll make him wish he didn't. I'll turn him into a roll. Tee-hee. She liked that idea. I'll make bacon pay. So off we pop. Now, is this... Not quite yet, but there is a cheeky little treasure chest here. Look at that, look at that. Hidden in a dark alley. Cheeky little treasure chest with a tent. So I think we might get our first glimpse of our next character. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't wait. I can't wait for all of the characters. I do love the characters so much in this game. They are a crazy bunch of weirdos who should never ever be put in the same room together, let alone travel on a quest to save the world together. But that is absolutely what I love about this game. They are just wild and wacky beyond comparison. Unbelievable damn soldiers hanging about scaring off all my customers. Oh hey, you there. We got lots of good stuff. Come on, take a look. Come on in my shop, take a look. Take a little look in my shop. I want you to come. I want you to come in my shop. We got lots of good stuff. Come on, take a look, take a look, take a look. Come on, boy, take a look. Oh, here she is. That, ladies and gentlemen, is the next character. And you can sort of tell from the music and the gadgets and the fact that she is called Alluring Spy. She has the allure. I can't really do a sexy lady voice, which is probably for the best. This is Malkovich. I've placed the bomb in the South Manchurian Railway depot as scheduled. We blow up those cars and the Japanese army will be stuck here for at least 2 months. Ha! I can see the look on that idiot Kawashima's face now. Not that I know what she looks like.
Malkovich, why is a pro like you always letting your personal feelings get involved? Our objective is to track the movements of the Japanese army, not cause unwanted trouble. Speaking of unwanted trouble, you didn't set any unnecessary bombs this time, right?
Don't worry, only one.
Malkovich, stop blowing shit up.
What else could I do, darling? I kind of want her to be voiced by Bayonetta, really. The long coat. Yes, it's entirely the long coat. There is no other reason whatsoever at all. Definitely no others. There are plenty of innocent people working in that depot too, you know. And they all have these cute little lunchboxes. Anyway, what I did was set a little one outside See, it'll go pop before the big one. Everyone will come running out to see what it was, then kaboom. Shh, fuck me. She's a fucking nightmare. She keeps running off on her own, damn alluring spies. Oh, don't get into one of those moods on me. Look, I'd better finish up my work here. My handiwork will be in the papers again. Make sure you check out the morning editions. Okay then, bye. But her special moves, they are fucking special. And they are a delight to behold because they're so stupid. But unfortunately, at the moment, we have to wait because we're just going to be back. In what? I mean, I was kind of advertised that this was a shop, but it's looking a lot more like a pub, which, I mean, I'm all for. I'm mostly all for that. I'm fine with it being a pub. Just, you know, I was kind of advertised as a shop. Oh, Europe, how did you? Were you actually following me, you little devil? Care for some acupuncture treatment or some moxibustion? Okay, so I mean, Alice is just not worth it. I mean, especially this early doors, it's just not worth it with Alice. The only slight issue is I can't remember when you get the upgraded weapon for Yuri, and it's almost always worthwhile. And that would spend all of my money, so I don't think we'll quite do that. But I think it's almost always worthwhile. Although with Yuri, you can probably get away with just the attack power. Fuck it, yeah, we're just going to do the attack power. Let's do it, Yuri. Wait, I thought you were going to... No, berserk. Alrighty, everything's good for me, at least. A pub is a kind of shop. That is fair, that is fair. It is an exchange of goods. I love to shop. We can't waste too much time, though. I won't, or at least I'll try not to. I suppose technically it's probably more sort of potions, although having said that, dry goods she's advertising, and yet that's a lot of bottles for dry goods. I suppose you do keep powders in bowls, don't you? What do I know? I'm a fucking moron. Welcome, we've got everything from dry goods to all the supplies you'll need for a long journey. Oh, a guild card, eh? It's that card you're holding with the crow and snake design on it. It's called a guild card. I know. We already looked at it, dear. With it, stores everywhere will allow you to try to get a discount or a price raise. There are many kinds of guild cards. The one you have is a snake card. Oops, I wanted to be. I skipped a little bit too much there. Right. So, I hate you, game. I legitimately hate you. Oh, I don't know when his next weapon's going to become available. His next weapon's available. Son of a bitch. Also, her shooting star tome. Really, with hers, you are just upgrading the special attack, which I suppose probably is where the moxibustion comes in handy as well. So I probably dismissed that a little bit too early. I will definitely want a leather vest and a leather skirt. Not on the same character, though. Spikes. Ooh, renders knockback ineffectual. Interesting. I don't think I have ever used those, but you never know. They might be handy. Gold hourglass. Oh yeah, the sweep. So I am going to need to sell some stuff. Shell bracelet could come in handy if I know there's going to be sort of a issue. The jade lariat might be useful as well. Oh god, I haven't really got anything to sell. Okay, so we might have to try and diddle this as best we can. So I'm definitely purchasing those, and we will definitely try for the 10% discount. Because the 10% discount is a piece of fucking piss. I think it... Again, I do state this game does ramp up its difficulty quite substantially. Right, so what we want to do then is we're going to have to sell the knuckle blades. No, I haven't equipped the knuckle blades. Yuri. Almost fucked that up. Change to the knuckle blades, and then you can have a look at the knuckle blades. I don't think the actual graphic in battle changes, if memory serves. Although it might. No, I'm not convinced, or at least not substantially. I don't think it's one of those. He just keeps the sort of standard blade looking gloves rather than an actual change. I suppose he... No, this one he doesn't. It doesn't change. They are just a single... They are just a single 3D model. I don't think there's any changing of bits and pieces. This handled weapon has sharp blades affixed to it, allowing for slashing as well.
It is made of a powerful black steel and is easily carried. Now you do slightly question. He's only got 2 hands. Why do you have 3 of them? As you could argue that he's got a spare one, but it still feels a little bit sort of like, oops, no, no, just a bit more. Ooh, just a little bit. Ooh, a little bit more. A discount or price raise. So what'll it be? Right, I need to sell the leather gloves. I also need to try and raise the price. So ding, ding, and ding. I think I'm going to have to sell one of these. Yeah, I think we'll sell the Jade Lariat. I think I can get away with not having an extra. You know, stat increases, they're important. A little bit of extra on the thing, a little bit of extra is not going to do me many favours. So what we'll do is buy that, and then I do rather want the Shooting Star Tome. So we will try and purchase the Shooting Star Tome. We'll try and get my discount. I think at some point when you get the further cards, you do have to balance the risk of taking more cash off compared to the ease of the Judgment Ring. So obviously a 10% discount is really just a piece of piss, but it's not a humongous discount. Whereas if if you're trying to do the sort of hefty discounts, it's going to be far more difficult, I believe. Anyway, right, so cotton shirt, less your cotton socks, put that on. Take off your cotton blouse. You are only allowed to wear a skirt now. I suppose we can have a look at the leather skirt. A pocketless leather miniskirt made from southern cowhide. Yeehaw! It's easy to move around in, provides strong defence, and looks great! A friend to fighting women everywhere. I'm sure it is. We also want the Shooting Star Tome. Antique book about a fabled continent that sank into the sea beneath a falling star. Lovingly transcribed from the original and very valuable. Super. I suppose I should probably check out the small Bible, because I've never seen that. Sheepskin engraved Bible containing the written word of God. Its holy power may be discovered only by the true believer. I'm a believer. Whoops. No, we want to do that. And whoops, see doodles that. One day I'll get the right button the first time. A plain white blouse, the image of female purity. Young ladies look quite sharp in them. Older women appear quite authoritative. So right, the correct items we want are those. We want to pop back to Yuri. We've checked out the knuckle vest. His leather vest. Oh, look at that. Fucking sweet ass metal leather vest there. A vest made from the carefully tanned hide of southern steer. Perfect for the male adventurer who swears. I thought it said sweats. I mean, in fairness, leather in a battle, you're probably going to start sweating, but perfect for the male adventurer who swears by leather for battle. Don't get it wet. I mean, I'll try not to. No guarantees. A manly cotton shirt. Is it? I suppose technically they do have different cuts, but it's just the way it says a manly cotton shirt. Easy to move around in, but very rugged. Real adventurers look great in simple designs. False adventurers, they tend to go for fanciful designs. Right, can I sell multiple things at the same time? I really don't think I can. No. I think you do it separately each time, which I suppose makes a degree of sense, because if you foul up the discount, you can put yourself in a terrible situation. But it's going to... Well, okay. I'm not going to say it's going to be quite difficult to fluff this Judgment Ring, because you know for a fact immediately after I utter that phrasing, I'll fluff the Judgment Ring. Right, after we've been fiddling, I don't think I've got enough money now. I suppose I could have reset the save file, but I can't be bothered to do that sort of thing. Right, so we can pump his attack power up just a tiny amount. Let's do it, Yuri. I want to do it with Yuri. Everybody wants to do it with Yuri. And now, let's have a little savey. Have a cheeky little savey. And I'll tell you what I might do. I think what I might do, although having said that, we're only in green, and I need 9 more before I get wind. I might try and kill 2 birds with 1 stone when it comes to that, and not go to the graveyard just yet.
in about 10 minutes I'll probably suddenly realise I regret that decision, but I think I'm ready now. I've got all my new equipment and sold all my bits. Let's go! Oh. Shh, shh. This is an emergency broadcast from Fengtian Radio. The Army has issued the following report. Criminals suspected in the mass murder of Army soldiers aboard the Changchun Fengtian train today have disappeared into Fengtian. The ringleader is a thin Caucasian female. All suspicious persons are to be reported to HQ immediately. Oh no! She's quite obviously a thin Caucasian female who stands out quite a lot whilst wandering through China. Hey, that broadcast just now, don't tell me, are you people? Honey, dear, help. It was very sort of non-committal of me there, wasn't it? Honey, dear, help. No, there's been a mistake. I mean, there's been a miscommunication somewhere. Damn it, what a bother. Let's go, Alice. Let's run. We need to run away. Right, here goes nothing. I'm setting off the bomb now. Exactly at the point where I'm jumping out. What the? Well, that's... I hope you enjoyed Shadow Hearts. That's game over. Yuri is dead. Alice is gone. And when... there we go. Do note precisely where she landed there. In a miniskirt. Hey now, what's with the big boom all of a sudden? Whoa, lady, I can see your bombs. That was a stretch to try that. Good, you're alive. Thank God the bomb I designed to save people didn't end up killing them. Anyway, hope you got a good look, sonny boy. Just think of it as my apology. Dirty cow. And how are you feeling, miss? I mean, her face is completely planted in the ground there. I'm alright. And Yuri, nice little simple kip hop there. I think it's called a kip hop. Oh, Private Ogawa. Damn it all. What was that? It was a bomb, sir. Hey, look, a white woman. She's a white woman. Oh, what is it? A white woman. There's a guy with her. They're the people from the radio. Call for reinforcements. Oh, hurry, we gotta inform the captain. I'm not 100% sure. I could spoil her name at this point, but I'm not 100% sure what nationality the alluring spy is actually meant to be. I want to say French. I don't know why, I just want to say French. I don't think that's her nationality, I just want to say the word French. That is a bit racist, I suppose. Huh, cowards. About what I'd expect from Kawashima's men. Their main talent seems to be running away. Hehe, so they're after you too, are they? I don't know. You two I don't think existed back then. So, unless you two are time travellers, I don't think they're going to be after you too. Us? We're not bomb-toting terrorists, you hear? Jeez, lady, my ears are still ringing. My ears are still ringing. Don't worry, that'll clear off. Now then, I've got to get out of here before they come back. But, what are you going to do? I can't babysit, but you can come with me if you want. Okay, I'm going on ahead. See ya. My God, what's her problem? We could have been killed. Yuri, did you hear that radio broadcast? Yeah, sounds like they blamed you for the attack on the train last night. Me? Well, I'll never. Oh dear, really? Unbelievable. Don't worry, I'm your accomplice after all. Wait a sec. We can't stand around chatting. Let's move. Looks like we can get out through here like that woman did. Okay, we're down in the sewers. Delightful. Nah, he don't want to go that way. But Yuri, you have to do what I'm telling you to do, because I need to check for any secrets. There you go, you son of a bitch. Ah, good, a lottery ticket now. That will clear up. Okay, there we go. So yes, I managed to lose all my lottery tickets on one item that wasn't that useful. Issued by the World Lottery Foundation, secret members all over the world ask you to... Oh, right. Sentences.
They're important. Secret members all over the world ask you to participate in lotteries. Get wonderful prizes through luck and skill. Hopefully it's more skill than luck. You want to do skill rather than luck. I possibly should have popped back in the shop and saved. I think you can nip back in the shop, but, you know, fuck it. Right, I don't think you... Oh, you can get a secret little cheeky item. A gold hourglass. I mean, as much as I'm not great at using items, it's always quite useful to have them. Now, the sewers, I think, potentially can get a little bit complicated. Although, having said that, we've immediately found a save point. So, that's certainly something. I think I can... I might be tempted to farm some soul energy here. I don't know for certain, but what I do know for certain is there's a treasure chest around this side. And I'm fairly certain there's encounters in here. I don't seem to be actually encountering anything, so... you've received the Type 94 pistol. Well, that's a bit of a spoiler for what our friend and yours, the alluring spy, utilises in combat. She utilises pistols. Oh, paralysis. That's bad. At least you can defend yourself with paralysis, so that's something. Precisely what I'm going to do about the whole paralysis thing. I don't know. I'm going to have to cure it. Which, I know, I've only got one fucking angel's feather, though. There we go, yeah. Adds light class to the target's physical attack. I thought so. Do we think... A frog god? We are going against a frog god. Let's try a mutant frog. She's not going to be able to do anywhere near enough damage to kill these things, is she? How long does paralysis last game? Like maybe a turn? Like a turn. A turn would be good. A turn would be a humongous punishment. But, no, it's going to be longer than a turn. I really don't have the supplies for this. Instead of buying all the equipment, you maybe should have bought some actual items. Nope. Oh, perfect, Alice. Yeah. Game. I don't appreciate you doing me, you know. Oh dear, fast ring. That's not great news. Okay, fast ring. 3 turns, speed of the indicator has doubled. I ask again, game. How long until the paralysis wears off? Oh, I really need the paralysis to wear off. I don't want to use my... Oh, yes, that's a speedy ring. That is a speedy ring. Come on, Yuri. I need you to recover. Please. I don't want to lose to frogs. Okay, so we can go back and forth. I can't remember how you... Ah, that's how you run away. Okay. Yuri can't run away because he's paralysed, but Alice might be able to. Because otherwise, yeah, this is... Yuri! Yuri! I need you! Yeah. I think I'm going to have to run away. You can't... Okay. That's... Yeah. This is Yuri. I really need you to not be paralysed, Yuri. Have you? Oh, she has. Oh, okay, we are. Yeah, this is game over territory, isn't it? Yuri, I need you to. Oh God, I don't want to use the item. I've literally only got one, which means the moment I use it, I can't use it anymore. Okay, paralysis on Alice being dead might be useful because she's no longer berserk at the very least. Yuri, please recover. Please recover by yourself. I really need you to recover. I don't think he's recovering by himself. Overwrite the status element with the speed. Nope. Nothing doing. Son of a bitch. Yuri, please. Stop being paralysed. No. Oh, God. I'm going to have to just game over and start again. Or I'm going to have to use that pissing fucking angel feather. Problem is, I'm going to use the angel feather and still lose. So, and we may be immediately... Oh no, he's just lost. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Well, that gets me out of the paralysis annoyance. Okay,
what we might end up having to do is things. I'm going to have to try and book it for the exit and hope I can access that shop still. I think I can. I think if memory serves, you can pop back to the shop. But unfortunately, I'm going to get attacked by frogs again, I suspect. Yep. I really need you to not paralyse me this time, frogs. Because I can probably beat them down reasonably easy with Yuri, because he can usually beat anything down with ease. Except for when he's paralysed. So we're going to have to be slightly careful. Even with fast ring, I should be okay. But, it's an issue. They have faces in their eyes, if you can spot that. That'll be interesting. This is going to be a challenge. I did get it nice, and I think he managed it in 2 last time. He did not. Right, fine. Fine game. Fine, be that way. Don't. Was that paralysis? Paralysis? Is that paralysis? No, I don't think that was paralysis. Right, what we'll do is we'll use Alice's attack on that frog, because that frog's got to be flagging. You can technically tell from the animations, but I haven't necessarily learnt all of the animations. Whoa! When you've got fast ring, you just got to go with it. You just got to go, you know. You can't be trying for perfect. You have to just go. You can't. There's nothing you can do there. Okay, so we're gathering, we're gathering water energy, which, as I say, it might be worthwhile trying to farm a little bit of that. Also, God, I told you I was going to regret not using that not ditching the malice. Oh, God. I've really made a right arse of this. Oh, well. See, I think you can go back up this ladder, and despite their sort of trepidation at you being criminals, I'm fairly confident. In fact, everybody is here. That's the building loving man. Oh, in fact, yeah, so you can do the lottery. I owe nothing to the Japanese army. Yeah, so you can, now that everybody is inside, you can in fact go. I don't care if you are a fugitive, money's money. So you can still buy shit. So I think what we're going to have to try and do, with a bit of luck, Angel's Feathers. Let's just try purchasing. Okay. This is risky. I may get a black mark against my card. No, I didn't. That's marvellous. See, you can, if you've got the cash for the discount price, you can risk being sort of black marked. You know, getting a black mark against your name if you risk the discount card, which again is where some of the more difficult cards you are sort of having to do this kind of risk-reward situation. You could go, well, if I take a high discount, it's going to be quite difficult, but it means I can get the item immediately, or, you know, if the other one is like, oh, I can't afford it, you know, but you'll get a black mark against your name. Mwahaha, you wish to quiet the malice. Yeah, you've got a fucking problem with that. I'm going to fuck you guys up. I think at some point you do get to fuck them up. So this battle should be relatively easy. The malice fights aren't anything too spectacular. As I say, I think if you do leave it at red malice for a prolonged period, the masks, either the masks or Foxface, sort of come out and try chasing you down in order to sort of, you know, take you apart and make you their bitch. That's what they like doing. You don't get... Do you get the soul energy? I can't see any flashing, so no. I suppose that would be a cheeky way of farming soul energy if you were to do that. Can I? Ah, there we go. You've received Seal of the Soul. I don't know what that is. Let's find out. What is the Seal of the Soul? Max SP increases 1 or 2 points. Now, okay. Oh, we are only Yuri at the moment. I'll leave it for now. It feels like logically I should use it on Alice because she has the lowest sanity points. But I think to a certain extent you're looking at trying to do Yuri because he has far more of a use for his sanity points. But I must admit, her sanity points are so low, I might just use it on her. I might leave it for now. I'll leave it for now, see what I fancy later on. You never know, I might change my mind. She might end up sort of suddenly revealing this idea that she's fine with her sanity as is. Right, we're going to explore this way a little bit more. We've got plenty of those items, and hopefully, I think this is one of those zones where you can kind of just get unlucky. As you saw there with the paralysis, I just kind of got unlucky. I know technically I wasn't prepared, but nonetheless, it is sort of, well, what do you do? What do you do in that situation? You're just, well, that's a shame. I was paralysed with nothing I could do. Is something there? Yes. Another monster? No, it's the little dog. I suppose I spoiled that a little bit early because she's supposed to have been scared by the little dog, but it's the little dog. Except I'm fairly confident, spoiler alert, it's not a little dog. God damn it, don't freak me out like that. Well, if it isn't a little mutt from the station. What are you doing here, little fella? Wine, wine. Give it wine. It wants wine. The little runt got lost in here and now he can't find his way out. How dumb. Just like us, no? You shut up. You don't you. Anyway, yes, we're off. Forget about the dog. I don't know why I did that in the EA Sports fashion. EA Sports. Forget about the dog. But we can't just leave it here. Let's take it to the exit with us at least. Hey, suit yourself, baby. Why, Yuri? Why? I sure wish someone to take us to the exit. Oh, gunfire. I wouldn't have guessed that was gunfire. It sounded more like sort of just clanging of pots and pans, to be honest. Okay, nice little lottery ticket there. I did quite like... It's interesting. Yeah, oh, back attack. No, that's bad. Game. Don't do that to me. I need you to not do these things. Irritating thing. No, not the paralysis. God damn it. God fucking damn it. So I kind of need Yuri to get forward, which annoyingly spends one of his fucking points. Gonna need Yuri to not die, so Theraleaf. These toads. Don't like them. Don't like them. Don't like these toads. These toads need to go fuck themselves. Please stop abusing Alice. Interesting that she only took one. Oh, no, 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 no. Double paralysis. Game. Oh, you gotta be less of a dick. Which one was it? The Angel's Feather. Cures paralysis. If I can just get Yuri to do something other than be paralysed, we should be okay, because Alice can probably, you know, just stay there. And I think, I'm hoping the ailments disappear after combat. If they don't, fuck. But, oh god, Jesus, these frogs are strong. Frogs are really very strong, and it's not very good. Come on, Yuri, that's it. Good lad, good lad. Now, we just need to not be paralysed. Fastering on Alice, she's not dead, that's good. Don't care, fast ring makes no difference to Alice whatsoever. Just, you know, Alice, be alive? That's all I need you to do, dear. All I need you to do is not be dead. And that would be very useful. No, good girl. Attack. That wasn't very good on the Judgment Ring, but it should hopefully be enough. Oh, especially with a strike. Nice. Good man. Right. As we fight more of them, of course, we'll level up and it will get slightly easier. But, oh, God, these frogs are a pain. Nice bit of levelling up there. Nice bit of water and light. So one of the frogs is light. I think two of the frogs are water and one is light, potentially. So I'm getting a nice... Now, the moment of truth. Is she still paralysed? No, I don't think she is. Right, that means she can cure Yuri and cure herself. So we are fully prepped for the next battle. Now, I think I'm going to... Oh, hello. It's that woman. It's that woman from before. Oh, asleep again, eh?
What should I do?
You, sir, are filthy. Hello.
Good heavens. That seems weirdly out of place for him. Good heavens, she's out cold. I'm sure she wouldn't mind if I just... but in front of Alice. Go ahead. She's as dirty as he is. Well, you're awake. Ooh, that hurts. Now look here, sonny boy. Aren't you going to help me up with a... Are you all right, fair lady, and a smile? But you obviously don't need any help. It's that woman you perved on earlier, Yuri. Yes, and now it's time to pervert her some more. I never imagined there'd be monsters roaming the sewers. I guess even I can slip up sometimes. That was almost the end of my epic saga. If the press were to lose me now, they'd be positively crushed. Ow, ouch. Are you all right? Yes, I'm fine, thanks. Oh, you're the two I met before, aren't you? The terrorist boy and the mysterious girl? You're the terrorist. We're just a couple of helpless murderers. Well played, Yuri. Terrorist, don't lump me together with those barbarians. I'm a spy. S-P-Y, get it? A ravishing beauty that just happens to be Miss Spy Genius. The name's Malkovich. Of course, Malkovich is only my code name. Say, tell you what. I'll let you in on a secret, sonny boy. My real name, a little thank you for coming to save me. We really didn't. We just walked down the sewer. Look, I didn't come to save you, and you don't have to tell me your name. I don't care. Hey, wait a minute. And here I was going to give you my telephone number and everything. Jeez, I got it already. Okay, so what's your name? Oh, Loveheart. Loveheart. You want to know that bad, huh? My, I can't keep them away with a stick. Fine, forget it. But hold on, alright, here goes. My real name is... Her real name, in a sexy pose there, her real name is Marguerite. And that is potentially why I thought French earlier. Marguerite, then? My name is Alice, and this is Yuri. Nice to meet you both. You won't regret having me on board. No, well, another character is going to be very useful in these battles. Because, obviously wielding a gun, she's moderately strong. I got a bad feeling about this. And nothing ever goes wrong with a bad feeling. Right, so, really, what we want to do... I didn't pick up that item after all, but we can still check out her equipment. We can probably... So, at the moment, she is wielding a Mini Mauser. Easy to carry, semi-automatic pistol. Not very powerful or accurate, but a good weapon in the right hands. Now, shell bracelet, fuck it, might as well. It's, you know, available. And now, what we can do is we can look in the library, check out the NPCs. Is that going to be counted? Is she going to be counted under NPC? No, she is not. So, what's the right way of getting, like, actual information? No. I wonder if that's in the manual, perhaps. But yeah. So her element is water, for those interested. And that is what she kind of looks like up close and personal. Mini skirt. Grey sort of long coat and a corset. And fishnets. Yeah, there's very little to like. Very little to like about this woman. Very little to like. So she's got a reasonable amount of sanity points. Her full name is Marguerite Gertrude Zell. As I say, I feel like there was somewhere. But clearly not quite. See, characters and monsters you've interacted with. Yeah, I can see the monsters and I can see the NPCs, but apparently I don't seem to have the actual characters. Which is a shame, because I would like to see... I don't really know... What's my current score? My current score is rank 78, the Raging Spirit. Don't necessarily know the point of that, but I'm currently 88.54% accurate. Yay! It doesn't make that much difference, I don't think. But I suppose if you can get to number one, you can get to number one and enjoy being number one. Ah, I really wish. No, I don't want that. Is there definitely no... no, I think we're out of luck for the idea of seeing a more detailed character profile. Okay, apparently this is a dead end. Awesome. Yay for dead ends. Yay for dead ends. I'd like to point out, the wiggling is not 100% me. It sometimes struggles to know
you know, what direction you want to run in. I think to a certain extent, it's not bad, but it's PlayStation 2 where the smoothness of travelling and movement wasn't always 100%, especially in a game like this with the sort of pre-rendered backgrounds. It does sort of sometimes struggle to stay in the same direction, so you do sometimes get a little bit of the snap wiggles, a little tiny bit of the snap wiggles, which is an official ailment. We now have spiders and bats. Okay, so secret weapons. She has grenades, just straight grenades, and she can use Aqua Edge. I think basically everybody but Yuri gets an edge of their element. So each character has their own separate element, if you were interested. Whoa, that's a quickie. But I managed it and got it perfect. She uses a phone to call in her gadgets, and some of her gadgets start getting very silly. But at the moment, it's actually moderately reasonable, because it's a straight grenade, which just fuck them all up. I love that character. She's the best. Especially when she uses a grenade to kill everything on screen. The I don't want to deal with you button. Aren't grenades wonderful? Okay, so we've received the Type 94 pistol, which, of course, is going to be a Marguerite weapon. Because it's interesting, I suppose. Oh, that's also interesting. That one actually has benefits and negatives. But you don't really use the Mini-Mauser for long, because really, you want physical attack strength far more than special. Although I suppose the grenade is special attack, but still, you want physical. You can't rely on the special attack with too many characters because they just don't have the MP to support it. The Type 94 pistol, 8mm radius, 8-shot automatic, extremely well balanced and easy to use, but must be used with caution due to its light trigger. Also causes confusion. I'm reasonably certain, not 100%, so I might be proven wrong, but I am reasonably certain the confusion is on the enemies and not on her. But I genuinely, it's one of those things where I wouldn't put it past this game. And yes, I am going to do another cheeky little save, because fucking can't. Whoops, that's a cheeky little load, apparently. Yes, no, continue without loading, please. Apparently, I was not in the save point. That could have been troublesome, but it's easy to make the mistake, but very difficult to go through with the mistake. If you know what I mean there. You can very easily sort of get into the loading screen, but it's very difficult to, you know, carry on and actually load the game by accident. Hey, is this? Yep, no question about it. It's a Taoist seal, maybe to keep us from getting out. But who said it? I doubt there's anybody in the Japanese army that used black magic like this. It's a lot different from the kind of magic I know. You're right. This feels far more sinister and evil. It simply reeks of it. Anyway, it doesn't look like we're going to be able to get out of these sewers unless we break it. Break a Taoist seal? How? I don't have a clue. It looks like something fits into the centre of this symbol. Go find yourself a materia and slot it in. I've heard about this kind of occult feng shui magic before. If memory serves, there are two ways to break that seal. Open the lock on the other side or destroy its guardian. Well, let's kick the shit out of a guardian. There aren't any guards around, it's just us three. But that terrible oppressive feeling I get here, it's like someone's been watching us, ever since we arrived. Maybe ever since you picked up the dog. Ah, what a pain. If you're out there, save us both some time and show yourself. Come on, let's play. That's what we're doing. We're doing a let's play. Seem to be surrounded by a bunch of numbers. Interesting. In what bit? In the Taoist Sills, you mean? Ah, what a pain. If you're out there, save us. You open it with math. It's possible. I'm fairly certain you just grab an item and slot it in the middle, though. Ah, what a pain. If you're out there, save us both some time and show yourself. Come on, let's play. Dear, dear, there are plenty of situations when... One moment. There we go. And back. Brute strength just isn't the answer, sonny boy. So, that leaves the lock, and all we've got to do is find something to unlock it with, right? Alright, let's start looking, huh? Oh, ominous stuff in the background there. Right on schedule. The bomb I set in the train depot just went off. Damn, Marguerite. Damn, Marguerite. How many more firecresters do you have up there? That was the last one. I bet the Japanese army didn't even know what hit them. Didn't know what hit them? This whole sewer system collapses. We won't know what hit us either. Damn, woman. You like your explosions. Come now, who do you think you're talking to? I'm Marguerite, Miss Spy Genius. As if I'd make that kind of mistake. It's all according to plan, every last detail. Of course it is. I can't believe this. It is unbelievable. Right, we're going to... I know I'm probably going to be accused of oversaving, but fuck it. This area is moderately difficult, as we saw. And also, you know, we don't necessarily need to go through dialogues more than once. I'm fairly certain I'm going the wrong way, but I'm going to give it a go. No, yeah, I'm going the wrong way. I kind of knew I was going the wrong way. The more running around I do, the more battles I will have, the more experience I will gain, of course, and the more points. And what do points mean? Prizes! They are twitchy spiders, aren't they? Look at them. Twitchy, twitchy, twitchy. Also a dead spider. It'd be really helpful. It'd be really helpful if you could kill this spider in one. Although, having said that, it looks like they are called shiki bugs. Which, yeah, as far as I can tell, a shiki bug is a spider. No, Marguerite. Don't shoot Alice. Don't shoot Alice. And they are officially fire bats. And her sort of ring is a little bit funky. And you can see... Oi! There we go. Oh... You were supposed to... You know what you were supposed to do? What you were supposed to do was just comment on how cool the sort of behind the back shot was. That really awesome kind of like, oh, I shoot you and now I go behind my back. But then she flashed her knickers and you went, way, and you just couldn't help yourself, could you? You saw knickers, you went, way. It's like automatic reflexes. It's the problem. It's the problem. You need help. You need help to not go, way, the moment you see knickers. Now I punch the fuck out of that spider. And yes, we're going to call it a spider. Because, I mean, it looks like a spider. It wiggles like a spider. It's got eyes like a spider. So, fuck it. I'm going to call it a spider. Ooh, perfect Alice. She might even be able to kill with perfect. Ooh, perfect. Perfect. Marguerite. Forgot my fucking name. No, oh, no Nicky News this time. Disappointing. That's the one reason you want the full combo for Marguerite, I suppose. Oh, Yuri, I'm not convinced I've actually scored a perfect hit with Yuri yet. Everybody else, I've done perfects. But Yuri, no, he refuses. Point blank refuses. It doesn't seem to have actually popped the reference up on your end. I don't know what reference you were meaning. I wasn't making a reference, if that's what you're meaning. So, I don't know what reference it was. Or at least I wasn't deliberately making a reference. It's very difficult if you can't even read it. I don't know. I can't read it. I've lost the plot for what you mean there. You may have to go from the beginning and explain in full detail. So close to a perfect. Bitch. He still killed it. I mean, Yuri is you know, absolute fucking powerhouse. You get him up with as much attack as you possibly can, and he will solve most of your problems. The other two characters are just sort of like, they exist. Although it is reasonably useful to have a second kind of high attacker. Oh, I see. That's interesting. Because no. Use the flamethrower on them did not appear anywhere. So that's unfortunate. The Spy Lady is awesome, yes. She is the best around. Although there is, later on, there is another character who is slightly close to my heart. Because he is fucking... Just the general characterization and idea behind it is insane and silly. But so lovable. And it gets so much better in the second and third games when they introduced other sort of bizarre characters. So I think, if memory serves, the bomb has blown out the wall there, and that... Oops, didn't mean to do that, but that's fine. It's blown out the wall, and you can now access that thing. Oh, didn't really want a battle there, but never mind. Every battle is a good battle. It equates to experience. Now, you should be able to kill... Oh, perfect again. Damn. Marguerite's Judgment Ring is actually surprisingly easy to utilise. Oh, yes, for some reason, the flamethrower comment. Now, are you doing something else, Oni? And someone else is going, what the fuck are you talking about, flamethrowers? Because you've written it in the wrong chat. Because you now have to, if you've got any other chat windows open, you have to look through every single one of them going, fuck, where to put the flamethrower comment? Where to put the flamethrower comment? Because someone will think you're insane. But yeah, it seems very strange that it didn't actually, you know, it didn't actually do the comment. It showed up on your side, but not... Yeah, no, on my chat, definitely did not. How very peculiar. I think in fairness, though, Twitch is possibly struggling, because I think this lockdown has promoted a lot more of this whole Twitch thing. So I think Twitch has been sort of like shitting itself at the whole... There's just too many people now doing this sort of nonsense. Oh, shitting hell, it's 10 o'clock. I did not know that. That shot past, that did. Anyway, what we'll do... How close are we to the soul energy? Quite far away still. What I might do, and this is one of the most difficult things... Oh, a rosewood bracelet, interesting. We'll immediately sort of head towards her. Oh, paralysis ineffectual. I will give it to Marguerite because she can still kick the shit out of them and heal everybody else. So she can be immune to paralysis. That's marvellous. Yes, it is unfortunately too many strings. Right, okay. So we'll pick up the orb, which is the orb. Yeah, the sealing stone, which is the key to everything. All according to plan, eh? So why is it caving in, Miss Spy Genius? I mean, in fairness, we did find the orb and she can claim credit over that. This is according to plan too. See, we got the stone, right? There you go. Quick thinking, Marguerite. Quick thinking. Okay, I admit it was a mistake, but it turned out alright, didn't it? See now? Let's hurry. Right, so we'll head towards the save point, and what I might end up doing, just to warn you between now and next week, I might do a little bit of grinding in this sewer system, because what I wouldn't mind doing is getting... I think I was receiving water, primarily water, maybe a little bit of wind and light, but I'll try and build the stack of water, wind and light so I can get access to those fusions, and you won't miss anything specific because it will just be grinding away like a good one. Right, so we will do a cheeky little save there. I might even go back and do some extra equipment stuff. We'll do a cheeky little save on the secondary slot, and then we will finally... Yes, this is entirely necessary. Actually, no, entirely unnecessary. Savey pants. Just in case I am going to do a little save state there. That is literally belt and braces, and anything in between your belt and your braces. That should be everything, so yes, that's right. We'll put that away. We'll put that down, and now we will shut down, and now we will exit. And now what we'll do... Oh, this will be new. I don't know if Oni saw it earlier, but it's going to be brand new to Chester. We head over to the interim slideshow with a fancy... You can mostly ignore the rupees in the background. That was just... I don't know, I kind of just wanted something to be present rather than a blank screen. I'll probably revamp that and do something unique. But this is the interesting bit. Need to adjust the audio though. If you heard the audio come through on that one, it's a bit It's a little bit I need to try and rejigger things, but as you can see, whilst working on Mr. Caliber's stuff, I have done my own as well. Right, what do we want to do? We want to find a little bit of music for a little short break. Where is my fucking folders? What do we think? I think a little bit of... where is it? Where is it? Where is it? That. That. And I think maybe that one. That one. That one. Not that one. Let's have that one. Let's see how long those last. Probably want a little bit more. Yeah, that'll do, theoretically at least. Little break. I will be back in about 5 minutes where we will pick up. I will do a little restart, mostly for the sake of splitting the YouTube stuff up. So it will go off, but it should come back on again very shortly. So I will see you momentarily after some Skies music.